Hello, boys and girls. How's it going? We're on chapter 4, lesson 8. Okay, we're going to be divide using partial quotients. Okay, partial, of course, you know that word part right there. We're going to find parts of the quotient. And when we find all the parts of the quotient, we put those parts together to get the final quotient. All right? So partial quotients is one of my favorite ways to divide because you get to use numbers that you like, friendly numbers. Okay? Now, a lot of times when I use partial quotient division, I think I'm giving away money to my friends. Okay, so number 3, you have 630 divided by 5. And I think about money because money really comes in friendly numbers, doesn't it? You have a $1 bill, you have a $5 bill, a $10 bill, a $20 bill, a $50 bill, a $100 bill. I like all those numbers. And you know what? There's even such thing as a $2 bill. You don't see them very often, but they exist. So when I look at this list, 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, I like all those numbers. I can do all that math mentally, right? So we're saying, okay, I have 5 friends. I'm giving them $630. What am I going to give them each first? Well, I'm going to give them each a $100 bill, okay, because I have $630. So a $100 bill to each of my 5 friends. All right, so if I give $100 to 5 people, what am I giving away out of my 630? Well, we love these friendly numbers, right? I'm giving away $500 first. Okay, so let's see. 0 minus 0 is 0. 3 minus 0 is 3. 6 minus 5 is 1. Okay, so each of my friends is now sitting there with a $100 bill in front of them. Whoop, whoop. So 100 is the first part of the quotient. Okay, so if you notice now I have $130 left. I have $130 left to give my friends. All right, I can't give them all a $100 bill again because that's $500. I don't have that much anymore. I only have $130. So let me see here. Can I give them each $50? So if I give 5 people each $50, 5 sets of 50, that's $250. No. Why can't I do that? I only have $130, right? I only have $130, so no. How about $20? Okay, let's do some mental math. 5 times 20, because I'll give 5 people each 20. 5 times 2 is 10. Add on that 0, 100. Oh, I do have $100, don't I? So my next part of the quotient is 20. And I'm giving a 20 to 5 people. 20 to 5 people is $100. So I've given away another $100. Boop. 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 is 3. 1 minus 1 is nothing. So what do I have left? I have $30 left. So let's see what my parts of the quotient. 100. Each person has 100. Each person has a 20. I have $30 left to give away. So now, you know what? I don't even have to use one of these friendly numbers because if you have 5 friends and you're giving $30 away, you probably know how many sets of 5 are in 30, right? Because we love our 5s. Okay, that's 6. Each of my friends gets $6. Each friend gets $6, and I'm giving away all the rest of my money because I'm so generous. Okay, so if you visualize this, if you're thinking 630 divided by 5, you're looking at what each of your friends has in front of them. They have 100 plus 20 plus 6. 100 plus 20 is 120, plus 6 is 126. And you can rewrite them, you can circle them and add them over to the side. These were nice numbers even to add together, weren't they? They each have their own little place value. 630 divided by 5 is 126. All right, so we were using partial quotients to do that division, and it was very pleasant, wasn't it? Okay, now these directions are a little bit different. They're still partial quotients, but they want you to use rectangular models. And you've used rectangular models to multiply. So you really have to think about this backwards, right? Because multiplying means you have set after set after set of something. Division is sharing. So if we look at number 4, it says 246 divided by 3. We're going to make 3 sets of equal parts out of the 246 that we have. Okay, so we're dividing by 3 over there. And now remember, up here we have 3 rows of some number. Okay, and then each part inside this box is going to have to add up to 246. Because really division, if you think about going this way, you're thinking, what number times 3 is 246? Okay? All right, so let me think now. 3 sets of, I want to go somewhere near 24. Now this also goes along with compatible numbers, doesn't it? Breaking apart 246. Remember, guys? Breaking apart 3 and 24. What are you thinking, guys? Are 3 and 24 compatible? Let me make sure. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Oh, they are. Look at that. 3 and 24 are compatible. So I'm going to take my 24, really 24 tens, so it's 240, right? Oh my goodness, I wrote that in the wrong spot. Chicka, 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 chicka. 240 right there. Okay, because what we're trying to remember is 3 times what is going to get us 240. Okay, so 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 times 8, and of course 3 times 8 is 24. 3 times 80 is 240. So we just found part of the quotient, 80. Now, we broke apart 246 into 240, and of course the other part of 246 is just 6. Okay, so 3 times what is 6? Now, of course, you know that one. 3 times 1, 3 times 2. 3 times 2 is 6. Part 1 of the quotient, part 2 of the quotient. What do we do to those 2 parts of the quotient? Add them together. So 246 divided by 3 is 82. Okay. Okay. Now let's just look at that one more time because I don't think I'm going to do another one of these on here. I don't remember. But we started with 246 and we're thinking we have to get it into groups of 3 or rows of 3. Okay, so we looked at 24. We found out it was compatible. And 24 is what we're looking for in the box, right? In the rectangular model, in the array. 3 sets of what is 240 or 24 sets of 10, right? And then we had 6 left over because 240 plus 6 is 246. Okay? And partial quotient up there. Do you see how we kind of did a backwards multiplication array there? All right, guys, let's do another one. Number 8. Now, the directions for number 8 say divide. Use either way to record the partial quotient. So this is your decision. 224 divided by 7. You can use the rectangular model, or you can use partial quotients like we did for the first one. Okay? Now, I personally like this system. Okay? I just think it's more efficient. It just flows better in my brain, but you do whatever it flows in your brain. Okay? I'm going to do it this way though. 224 divided by 7. Now remember, you use friendly numbers on this, okay? And you try to think of the biggest chunks you can take out. So let's see, $1, $2, $5, $10 bills. Okay, 100. Those are, I love those friendly numbers, all those. So 224 divided by 7. I can't give away $100 to each of my 7 friends because I only have 224. I'm going to go back up to 20. Let's see. Can I give each of my friends $20? 7 sets of 20. 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 20 is 140. I can. So I'm going to give each of my friends a $20 bill to you 7 buddies of mine. And that is $140 I'm giving away, subtracting, right? Let's see how much money I have left. 4 minus 0 is 4. 2 minus 4, regroup, 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 boop, boop, boop. 12 minus 4 is 8, and 1 minus 1 is nothing. Okay, so here's my first partial quotient, 20. Everybody has $20 right now. How much do I have left? $84. Okay, now I know that 70 is very close to 84, so I'm going to give each of my friends $10 to my 7 buddies. Okay, if I give $10 to 7 people, I'm giving away not just $10, but $70, right? This is where you keep track of what each person has, or your quotient, your parts of your quotient. And this is where you keep track of your money, what you've given away so far. So 84 minus 74 minus 0 is 4. 8 minus 7 is 1. So I have $14 left. Oh, 7 and 14 are compatible numbers, aren't they? Okay, I know that I can give everybody $2, $2. And then I will be giving away all the rest of my money. I have nothing left, but my friends are happy. That's important. So let's see. That's part, and that's part of my quotient. So you add those together. I bet you can do this mentally too. 20 plus 10 is 30, plus 2 more is 32. So 224 divided by 7 is 32. Okay, guys? And again, if you wanted to use the box method, let me just draw a really quick one right here so you can kind of check yourself, okay? So it's 7. What I would have done is taken 210 because look, compatible number there, right? Oh my gosh, I wrote that in the wrong place again. It's 210 there. Good gravy, Mrs. Olvey. Okay, it's 210 there, and so then you go 7 times what is 210? Well, 7 times 3 is 21. 7 times 30 is 210. So that's part of my quotient. And then, let's see, 224 minus 210. What do we have left there? Oh, 14. I remember that from right here, right? Okay, so 7 times 2 is 14. And there's the other part. So if you wanted to do it that way, you certainly could have 30 plus 2 is 32. All right, let's move on. All right, so here we go. Number 1 down at the bottom. What is that girl's name? Annika? Annika? Oh, this isn't on the bottom. This is on the other side, guys. So turn your page over to lesson check. Okay? So I'm going to say Annika. Just sounds fancy. Annika used partial quotients to divide 145 divided by 5, which shows a possible sum of partial quotients. Okay? So a possible sum of partial quotients. What's sum? Sum is the answer to addition. Okay, that makes sense. And then the partial, so we have to look for something that the numbers will add up to the actual quotient. Okay, so they're showing parts of the quotient. We have to add them together and figure out what is the one that's the actual quotient. Now, they're little tricksters in this math book, aren't they? If you notice choice A, it's 50 plus 50 plus 45. 50 plus 50 is 145. That's 145. And you might be like, yeah, there's 145, and 145 is the problem. That's the answer. But do you think that is a quotient? Think about this and see if it's reasonable. 145 divided by 5. Do you think that 5 goes into 145 times? No, of course not. So you can't fool us, math book. And then if you look at B, 100 plus 40 plus 5, they did the same thing. They just broke apart 145 again. We're going to do some math book. You can't fool us. Okay? All right, I'm going to use partial quotients again in the list like we were doing before. So, thinking about friendly numbers, sharing my money with all my friends, I know 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 20 is 100, right? I'm going to give each of my friends a $20 bill. So if I give away 5 $20 bills, I am giving away $100. Okay? 5 minus 0 is 5. 4 minus 0 is 4. So I have $45 left. Okay? So there are 2 things you could do here. You could think, oh my gosh, 5 times what is 45? Or you could think, I don't know, I don't feel like thinking about that and use something else. But I know you guys, you want to be efficient. You want to go, wait a minute, 45, I can do that one. Oh yeah, it's 9. Right? 9 times 5 is 45. So I just gave each of my friends $9, and I gave a total of $45 away. I gave all my money away. But what's the quotient? What's the final quotient? Everybody has a 20. Everybody has $9. 29. Okay, now I look over at my answers. There's no 29. Oh, that's right. It's partial quotients. So which of these add up to 29? Let's see. C, 10 plus 10 plus 9. Oh, that's 29. D, 10 plus 4 plus 5. No, that's 19. So the answer is C. Okay, guys? Now, just again, don't let them trick you, because you've been doing distributive property. You've been breaking apart numbers all over the place. Okay? They're asking for partial quotients. So you actually had to do the division. All right? You can't just break apart 145. All right, don't let them get you. All right, so now we are down at number 5. And if you look at number 5, this is from all the way back, chapter 3, lesson 3. Okay? And it's back to multiplication, just so you don't forget how to do this one. Okay, guys? It says use the area model to find the product of 28 times 32. Now you guys, I know you're going to be experts at this. So smart, right? 20 times 30. Let's see, 2 times 3 is 6 and 2 zeros. Okay. 8 times 30. 8 times 3, 8, 16, 24. Yeah, with that 1 0. 240. Okay. And then over here, ooh, what do I multiply that 2 by? Is it 2 times 30? 2 times what? Remember, you think about this line. How many rows of 2 are there? Look right over here. There's that line, that parallel line. There are 20 rows of 2 right there. 20 rows of 2 is 40. And then down here, our little precious ones place box, right? It's 2 in each row. And how many rows? 8. 8 rows of 2, 16. Now what do I do with these glorious numbers? I add them. 600 plus 240 plus 40 plus 16. Don't forget to line those place values up, guys. Okay? So there's a 6 in the ones place. Oh, so look what I can cross out right away. That is a 0 in the ones place. Right? So you see that? You can use your wonderful logical mathematical genius to do that. So let's see the tens place. 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 1 more is 9. Okay? And then 6 plus 2 is 8. D, 896. All right. You guys, excellent, excellent job. This is a great division strategy. Good luck on the rest of your homework.